Hi guys, still at the Mercedes Hungry for Adventure party in Sentul, and today we have the all-new GLE 450 that has just been launched in the Malaysian market. Alright, so as we know, previously, before Mercedes rationalized the naming convention of their SUVs, the GLE used to be called the M class. Alright, and of course, because BMW filed a, what should I say, so like made some noise. So when all Mercedes M classes, right, were badged ML350, ML300, ML450 back in those days, all right, even though officially it's called the M class and not the ML class. So now, after that, Mercedes decided, scrap that. We are going to call all our SUVs GL something, and here we have the GLE, all right, which in this particular model generation is based upon the W213 E-Class. So in Malaysia, the GLE is available only with one engine, the 450, which is powered by a 3-liter inline 6. Yes, that's right guys, 3-liter inline 6, same engine as you see in the CLS 450. Alright, so Mercedes now has a healthy lineup of 6-cylinder models in its fleet, which begs the question, where are your inline 6s lah, BMW? Where? Okay, coming back to the GLE. Alright, so Mercedes is offering two variants of the GLE in Malaysia, both the 450s, and you can choose it either as a 5-seater, alright, as seen in this display vehicle here, which is priced at 633,000 ringgit, or you can have a 7-seater model for an extra 5,000 ringgit. Alright, so which one you choose is depends entirely on what you need, alright. So of course, the 5-seater model gives you more cargo room, and it also means that your 5 passengers, alright, get more leg room. Okay, whereas 7-seaters, well, naturally you compromise a little bit of your cargo space, but you get an extra seating capacity for 2 people. Okay, so comments on this car. I like the styling. I think I like that it is it has a very muscular look to it. I particularly like how they treated the front. Okay, it's very boxy. So at first impression, right, it reminds me of those big American SUVs, but in a good way. Alright, in a good way. I particularly like how they frame the star on the grille. Alright, is they have that grille there, and then they have this outer plastic shell that frames the star. I rather like this treatment coming together with the diamond pattern here. And of course, you see this being a laminated grille, right? So this car has advanced driver assist features. And it is also an AMG line trim, so you see all the gloss black underlinings on the front bumper. Okay, 22-inch wheels. Oh, made in USA, right? Yeah. So this the GLE, this is fully imported from USA, right? 22-inch wheels, nice, simple design. And let's look in front. Now this is based, as I said earlier, this is based on the E-Class, so you would expect that Mercedes recycled the E-Class cabin, but they didn't. This is an entirely unique design. Presumably underneath is based on is also the same stuff as you see in the E-Class, but I like this. This is nice. All right, the rectangular air vents fit the profile of this car, right? And everything here just has a chunk. Well, this is a parts bin special. This is from the parts bin, but you see, look at this. This is, wait, let me figure out how to open this. So it has a chunky feel to it. This is nice, all right. And it's big. You can really put a big bottle in here. This is angled, and it is actually for you to put your phone for wireless charging. There's also a USB-C port, and let me just see clearly. There are 2 USB-C ports here. No regular USB ports, which I think Mercedes is on this respect, they are a bit too far ahead of the curve, lah. How can you not have a regular USB port in a car today? Okay, so here we've got a rather deep, a decently sized center bin, another USB-C port here. Okay, when you buy one of these, prepare to spend on cables, okay. So yeah, this is all the format, the four-wheel drive control switches, and you get this. You see this panel, right? Same stuff you see in the E-Class. I like this vents. Okay, it's very nice. So these are fake vents. Okay, so these aren't really vents, but what they do is that it creates a visual continuity with the actual vents over there, and on which this panel sits. I think I rather like this design treatment. So this vent here is just for aesthetic purpose. These are the functional vents for the front passenger. And you see here, you got a panoramic roof. But I'll jump over the driver's side and look closely from there. Okay, so we come in from the driver's side. Okay, everything here this feels solid. All right. I would say that despite knowing that its underpinnings are based on the E-Class, this actually feels a step up from quality. You know, it feels like they made this car to be rugged and tougher than the E-Class. Okay, the dashboard here, this dashboard is rather short, so the windscreen, all right, actually ends surprisingly close to the driver, which is well, not a good or bad thing per se, but it's just unusual design these days, because today, right, many cars are, their dashboard, right, is rather you know, the windscreen ends much further forward from the driver. So all right, and nice. Hey, this is a nice material here. Okay, got Bemester audio. So yeah, rather nice. I quite like this this interior. Okay, so the rear seats are occupied. Let me just come to the back at the cargo bay. So you see, being a 5-seater, it has a rather big boot. All right. Okay, one of my friends just closed the boot, but never mind. This gives me an opportunity to show you the back. So yeah, rather nice. Okay, the shape of the tail lights remind us of the CLS. All right, but I like the way this lighting signature is. It traces the perimeter of the tail light. Okay. The rear treatment overall is rather neat and rather tidy. Okay, good touches down there. So it's a mix of matte and gloss black trim. Okay, I can't see if the exhausts are real or fake, but no big deal lah, either way. So let's open the boot again. All right, and so you see here you have a remote folding down of the seats. Oh, okay, never mind, that doesn't seem to work. Oh, okay, so I pressed that and the seat went down. Lovely. So it's not like the one that just toppled down in a rough motion. It's a gentle fold down. Wow, this is luxury. This is nice. I know, looking at this, right, I get the feeling that Mercedes exerted a lot more effort on the GLE here than they did with the E-Class, right? Or a number of other models that I've driven recently. This thus far, what I've seen thus far, looks very, very nicely executed. And you have adjustable suspension, so you can adjust the height, okay, of the rear axle. And let me just step inside the front. So here we have, okay, so wow, okay, so the seats recline quite far back, all right, and good thigh support. The seat, the depth of the cushion is good, so it actually supports my thighs all the way to the back of my knee. I appreciate that. And so look at the view up there. Okay, good head clearance. And here we have rear climate controls, right, another USB-C port here, and there's a tray here for you to wow, okay, so this actually folds down. All right, and you can see these two protrusions. It is to hold your phone there. All right, so there are two USB-C ports here. Nice. Okay, now this motion here, not very convincing. Let's pull the armrest down. compartment in here, pop-out cup holders. Alright. Alright, so here we have it, guys. This is the all-new Mercedes-Benz GLE. My first impressions of this car, rather positive. I quite like it. And it's going to be an interesting year for this market segment because later this year we will be welcoming the all-new BMW X5 as well, right? Yeah, so let's see what BMW has to offer on that front. But right now the GLE here is, to me, based on my first impressions, well, giving all the right impressions. I like the way this car looks. Interior of this car also looks good, feels well built. Has the promise of an excellent product.